Okay, this is a program for to prompt the user for an integer number, and then the program determines if the number is even or odd using a for loop. First, you include the IO stream so that it can take in the cout and cin statements. And then you're using the namespace standard, and then use int main so it can return a 0 and have a successful program run. The variable is called number, and what you want to do is prompt the user for an integer number, and it reads it in and stores the integer number in the integer variable called number, and then it will calculate to see if the remainder using the modulus 2, if the remainder is number is even, then if the remainder is 0, the number is even, otherwise it's odd. And you use this if statement. So if the number modulus 2 is equal to 0, then the cout, the number is even. Otherwise, cout, the number is odd. And then you return 0. If you run the program, enter the number 2, 2 is even. And if you run it again, enter the number 9, 9 is odd. And for the switch, this program takes the user, prompts the user to enter the integer number again, and it determines if the number is even or odd using a switch statement. So use an IO stream for cin, cout using the namespace standard, and then you have an int main method. You declare an integer number called number. You prompt the user for an integer number, and then you enter the number and store it in the int variable called number, and then you use this switch statement. So you start with switch, and then you determine the category number modulus 2. If the remainder is 0, you use the case number 0 and cout, the number is even, and then you break out of the switch statement. If the case is, if the modulus 2 is equal to 1 or negative 1, then you do a cout, the number is odd, then you break out of the statement. And here, when you run it, even number 4 is an even number. And you run it again, negative 9 is an odd number. That's it.